So hello everybody, my name's Alison Stowell and I work at Lancaster University Management School here in the UK. I'm here with Trisia Farrelly from Massey University, and Trisia is one of our keynote speakers for the Opening the Bin research event in June this year. So hello Trisia.
Hi Alison.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about your research. Now, plastics are at the heart of your research, and I wondered how you see this connecting to the areas of waste studies.
Yeah, I find plastics a particularly interesting material when it comes to waste. I see it as a lively material, and it has some interesting and quite disturbing toxic characteristics to it as well, in ways that perhaps some other waste forms don't have. It's also really linked into climate change emissions all the way through the lifespan of plastics. And so it really raises questions about whether or not plastics can really truly belong in a circular economy if we're looking for a safe, regenerative, toxic-free circular economy. So yeah, plastics is a real interest to me that fits beautifully into waste studies.
Thank you. Also within your research, you work a lot with Indigenous communities, and I wondered if you could share your thoughts on what lessons could we learn around social inclusion within the research and the space that we focus on.
Yeah, so I've written a fair bit with Indigenous academics about plastics and the link, plastics as waste colonialism, essentially, with Pacific Island Indigenous researchers and those Māori researchers here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And it's raised some really interesting questions about what really is the kinds of science and knowledge that's really important in this space. And so out of those questions, we've formed up a science coalition for an effective plastics treaty that works with member states in the intergovernmental negotiating committee process, this process to negotiating a treaty. And what we've come to the conclusion about is that it's really important to have those Indigenous scientists, those knowledge holders, traditional communities and citizen scientists involved in this, because really the conventional science or the Eurocentric colonized science around plastic pollution is insufficient to really address all of the complexities around the full lifespan of plastics.
It's so interesting, the work you're doing, and we are really looking forward to welcoming you to the event as one of our keynotes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alison.